morning. Yep, you could take a seat or you can just stand, whichever you prefer. Okay, so what have you come in for today? You'd like to be measured for a suit fitting. Okay, so would you like a suit to be specifically tailored to your body type? Good. We always do recommend a proper tailored individual suit rather than just picking one up off the shelf, especially if it's for a really important function. So, if you don't mind me asking, what is the suit for? Oh, I see, so it's for a business conference. So you want to look really, really smart then, and really sharp. Okay, we can definitely do that for you. So at this business conference, are you going to be mainly seated in the audience, or are you going to be leading the conference, giving speeches? You have one speech. Okay, how are you feeling about that? Nervous? Yes, I would be too. Well, don't worry at all. In terms of your suit, we will have you looking impeccable. You're gonna look perfect. So there will be a lot of eyes on you, presumably. Yeah, and you're gonna be looking absolutely perfect on stage. However, we also want it to be comfortable so that you can walk around, you can sit, you can take off your jacket and put it back on just as you please. If you get hot, if you get cold. So I want you to be comfortable. I want you to feel that you can move in this suit. At the same time, it's going to be really tailored and really sharp, and you're going to look very professional. Okay, so what we'll do is we will take measurements, and then afterwards we can talk about colours and fabrics and the kind of style. Okay, I will just point out before we begin that money doesn't necessarily equal quality. So the most important thing is the measurements, and that we really take our time with it. We're not going to rush, and we're going to be very precise and get lots of detailed measurements. So some of these measurements you will expect, some of the main ones, for example, shoulder to shoulder. Some other measurements you might think, that's a bit silly, we don't really need that. But if I just take as many measurements as possible, then we can just make sure that it is absolutely perfect for you. And like I said, that's what's going to ensure quality. The more precise we can be, and the more detailed we can be. Okay? Great. So this could take about 40 minutes, okay? So, are you feeling comfortable? You ready to begin? Lovely. Okay. If you could just start by standing kind of how you normally would stand. So I don't want you to slouch. Definitely don't slouch. I don't want you to be too tall and too stiff. Stand fairly tall and fairly straight, but not to a degree where it would be uncomfortable. So good posture, but also natural. Okay, don't hold yourself stiff, and especially, I only bring this up because it's tempting and a lot of people do fall into this trap. Don't pull your stomach in, okay? I know it's tempting. You want to make yourself look slimmer, especially for a suit. But if you pull your stomach in, then my measurements are going to make the suit too tight, and that could potentially have consequences such as buttons popping off and just kind of giving a stretched out look, which we're going to avoid. So you don't need to pull your stomach in, okay? Just kind of be loose, natural, breathe normally, okay? And I will, with the tape measure, make slight allowances, okay? So it's not going to be too tight and it's not going to be too loose. It's going to just fit you just right, okay? So there is a degree of trust in this process, okay? Perfect. Right. Yep. Your position looks perfect. Just, yeah, is it okay if I just touch your shoulders there? Perfect. I can see that you're quite tall. Definitely taller than me anyway. I'm only 5 foot, so I might need to go up on tiptoes occasionally, okay? Right. We're going to begin by using this tape measure. And we'll just begin by measuring your neck, the width, and then we'll also measure all the way around for the circumference as well. So what this measurement is for is obviously for the collar, and if the collar's too tight, you're going to find it hard to breathe, and if it's too loose, then it's going to make the whole shirt and the whole suit look baggy and just poorly fitted. And also, if you're going to be wearing a tie, are you going to be wearing a tie? Yeah. So ties usually are the statement piece, a little bit of a splash of colour or a splash of pattern, and your eyes are usually drawn to the tie. So a lot of people will be looking at this area. So this is kind of really important to get this bit looking sharp, okay? Right, let's begin then. Just find the right end of the tape measure. Okay, if you just lift up a little bit. Yep, that's it. Yep, I've got the width. That looks about right to me. 12.4. Measuring in centimeters and millimeters, by the way. Okay, I'm just gonna go around your neck, get the circumference. Okay, how does that feel? Is that going to be too tight? Okay, I'll loosen it just a tiny bit. Okay, yep, that's going to be perfect. Okay, when we've got a tie in there and your collar, if you get a nice, kind of a nice thick collar, a nice really straight one, that's going to look really sharp and smart. Okay, good. Right, let's just get that off. Okay, good. So the next measurement that we're going to take is from shoulder to shoulder along the outside points, okay? And I can tell that you're quite muscular, so we definitely don't want you to be restricted in your suit. Okay, is that why you couldn't get one off the shelf? Yeah, for a body type like yours, definitely recommend having it specifically tailored for you. Right, so we'll go from shoulder to shoulder on the front, and then I'll ask you to turn around do shoulder to shoulder at the back as well. Sometimes the back and the front aren't always equal. Okay? Right. Yeah, so just hang your arms down naturally. Yeah, just down beside you. Yep, that's it. Yep, just going right up to the very edge of your shoulder. And okay, good. Yeah, I think probably we'll go for 48.4, and that's going to give you a little bit of room to move, okay? If you wouldn't mind just twirling around. Good, we'll do the same thing for the back. Yeah, if we just go 1 millimeter wider on the back, that's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's gonna be good, okay. The next measurement we're gonna take is we're gonna measure your chest, and we're gonna do this in a few different places. We're gonna go right up from inside your armpit and measure to the other armpit. This is generally where your chest is widest. And then we're going to go down a bit more kind of along the nipple line, and measure the width there. So this is because not everyone's body shape is straight down. Sometimes it kind of goes in a bit at a V shape. So we want to make sure that we're bringing it in at all the right places, okay? And then we're going to take the waist measurement kind of along the belly button line. Yep. And then of course we're going to take your hip measurement along the width of your hips, okay? This is also going to be relevant for your trousers, your pants. Okay, so we'll start at the top with your armpits. So you just raise your arms out to the side for a second, just so that I can get the measure in, tucked in properly. Yep, you can pop your arms down again. Yeah, just down by the side of you again. Can you feel the points where my fingers are? If you was wearing a shirt and it was about there, would that be comfortable? Would that be too tight, too loose, or is that going to be a good fit for you? It's all about how you feel and how comfortable you are, really. So this is kind of a partnership. That feels good. Okay, good. Right, and then let's just move down a bit. Yeah, so we are bringing in just a tiny bit. Okay, because you do kind of have that V shape starting to form. Good, perfect. Okay, and we'll go down again. So roughly where your belly button is. Is that roughly where your belly button is? Okay, good, good. Yep. I will also probably do a whole wrap around of your waist to get the circumference as well. But for now, we're just doing the width, okay? Yeah, so that's going to be 36. Okay, good. And then we'll just go down again. Just going to bring it down to your hips, okay? So just out of interest, what size trousers do you wear? Usually for men's, the measurement comes as the width and the length. Yeah, okay. Let's just check that for you, check if that's still accurate. Good, okay. So that's going to be, yeah, perfect. That's exactly right. Okay, good. So yeah, if it's okay with you, we'll just do circumference of your waist and hips. So really, this is so that you can move around freely and that you can sit down, stand up, and be comfortable. Okay? Good. Good, good. Okay, and then down to your hips. Good, right. Perfect. Okay, so we've basically got almost all of your torso measurements. The only one that we need now is the length of your torso, which we're going to do down the middle. We're going to go from this collarbone all the way down to your belly button, and then down to your hip kind of level. And we're also going to do it either side, so we're going to go from each armpit down to your hips. Okay? Yeah, most people are completely symmetrical, but it's possible that you might not be, which is totally fine, so we'll just make sure. Okay, yep, so we'll start at this bit. Yes, I'm going all the way down, so it's in line with your hips, and also having a look at the belly button level as well. Yeah, so this is a whole day event. Yeah, so you're going to be having lunch and dinner there. I only ask because if you're going to be eating, it's obvious that your stomach is going to get a bit more full up. You might get a little bit bloated, so we just want that to not be obvious under your suit. Okay, normal bodily functions and everything, but we want you to stay looking completely sharp. So I will make a little bit of an allowance around the stomach area, okay? Good. If you just pop your arms out again. Yep. I'm just going to go over to this side. Okay, we've got it. From armpit to hip. Yep, okay, and then let's have a look on the other side. From your armpit to hip. Good, good. Right. How are you feeling so far? Yeah, so we're about halfway. Just going to take a few measurements now of your arms. And then of course we're going to do your inside leg and your outside leg. So with your arms, we want the entire length of both arms, making sure that we take a measurement at the elbow just so that you've got freedom of movement there. You might want to be moving your arms. Don't want to feel tight and constricted in any way. And then we're also going to be measuring the width of your biceps, your forearms, and then your wrist. Yep. So I'm thinking a nice thick kind of cuff, maybe even a double button cuff would look quite smart for you. What do you think? Good? Yeah? Yeah, I've seen it before. It looks really smart. Okay. And yeah, so if you pop your arms out like that again. Let's just start on this side this time. Okay, so I'm going to go from top of your shoulder all the way down to approximately where we want the shirt to end, which is going to be just kind of just a bit longer than your wrist. Okay, so everyone has this bump on their wrist. We want to go just past that. That will be for your shirt. And for the jacket, we're going to make it maybe half an inch shorter so that you've got that white bit of shirt kind of just popping out. And it kind of creates a nice contrast depending on the colours you choose. Obviously, it looks really smart. Alright, so, yep, arms out. Good. Yep. Okay, perfect. Yep, so we're going to stop around there. And then let's do the other side. I'm sure it will be the same, but we have to check both sides anyway. Don't want any surprises. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Are you going to be taking a lot of notes? Like doing a lot of writing? Possibly. Okay. Okay, good, good. And then we're going to do the width, okay? Do the width of your biceps. I see a lot of muscular people wearing slim fit suits. Obviously it shows off their body type, however it just does not look right at all. It looks way too tight, way too restrictive, you know. I want yours to look just perfectly sharp but not restrictive, so it's a fine line, bit of a fine balance. Obviously it's not really the kind of event where you want to be showing off your body, so we want this to be kind of business appropriate as well. Okay. Good, good, okay. We'll just pull this down towards your forearms, okay? Just past your elbow. Yep. Yep, that looks alright. That's gonna be fine. Probably keep that about there. Okay, good. If you could bring your arm out towards me. Yep, that's it. I'm just gonna take your wrist circumference now. That's why I asked you if you're going to be taking notes, doing a lot of writing. You want to have good movement of your wrist. Okay, good. Let's do the other side. Yep, just make sure the arm is all the way out to the side. That's it. Yep, just nice and natural. Don't tense or anything. Good, good. And then down a bit. So yeah, that was completely the same as the other side. Good, good. And then yeah, same again. Bring your arm forward and we'll have a go at that wrist. Good. Yeah, all completely equal on both sides. As always, it makes it easier, really. I mean, most people aren't completely symmetrical all over, but for definitely, I would say, for building a suit, it just makes it that tiny bit easier if it is the same on both sides, just so that we can get the fabric cut just right. Okay, let's just have a look at the measurements. Alright. Doing okay so far? Yep, so basically we're almost done. We've got 2 measurements left, the inside leg and the outside leg, and of course we're going to do this on both legs, so in total that makes 4 measurements left, okay? Yep, right, let's just, I'm going to have to kneel down, okay? But you just stay exactly as you are. Perfect. Good. Okay, so speaking of shoes, do you like a little bit of a platform on the bottom of your shoes? Sometimes even just 1 inch or half an inch? Or do you like them to be completely flat? Well, let's have a look at the shoes you've got on now. Yep, okay, so you've basically got about half an inch platform. Yeah, so we just bear that in mind because we don't want the trousers to be dragging on the floor, but then they also can't be too high. So they're just going to be sitting kind of just above, just below your ankle. Alright? Good, good. So I'm just going to write down some of these measurements for the suit maker. Okay. So is this your first time going to a business conference? You've been to many. Oh, it's your first time giving a speech. Oh, wow. So, you've never given a speech before. How are you feeling? Nervous? I would be because I'm not really a public speaker, so I don't know how I would manage it, but good for you. It takes a lot of courage. Yeah, so approximately how long you reckon you're going to be on stage for? Yeah, and you're kind of looking forward to it. That's good for you. Okay, measurements sent off to the suit maker, and we will put together just the perfect suit for you. Just a couple of questions about colour, style, fabric, kind of how you like your suits to be, okay? So obviously it's a formal business event, so we want to stick to a classic formal look. Would you agree? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to recommend to you 3 colours. I'm going to say black, which is classic and you can't go wrong. I'm going to say charcoal would be another good option. Very, very dark grey. And then navy blue. So that's classic as well, but just with a little bit of a spice to it. I wouldn't recommend any other colours. So kind of the lighter colours, the creams, the beige, light grey, those are all very casual and they kind of give off a summer vibe, or perhaps like a wedding event or a party, which we want to steer clear of that if it's business, okay? So between black, charcoal and navy, I mean, those are my recommendations. Of course, you can choose whatever you like. Between those 3 colours, which one would you prefer? Navy blue. Okay, so we've got like a mid-navy or a very, very dark kind of midnight navy. Looks almost black depending on the lighting. You want to go for the super dark navy. Yeah, it's very smart. So I don't believe I have one in here to show you, because this is the measuring room. I don't really have a lot in here. But on your way out, at the front, if you ask the lady at the reception, she'll be able to pull one off the shelf to show you the colour. Okay, but you happy with that if we go for the ultra dark navy? Good. Okay, so with that, I recommend a white shirt. Sometimes you can get away with a pale blue, but I think it's just going to be too much blue. I think that a white shirt, a very crisp, clean white shirt, is going to give you the sharpest, smartest look. Yeah, and like I said, when your shirt just kind of pokes out along your wrist from the jacket, and it creates that contrast between the white and the very dark navy blue, that's going to be a really nice contrast. Yeah, it's going to look impeccable. Okay, right, do you have a tie? Okay, so basically you want to be keeping in the same kind of colour scheme, so I would say go for a navy blue. It can be plain or it can be patterned. I would say not a crazy pattern, probably not floral, probably more of a subtle pattern. It's going to look really good for a business event. I'd say maybe pinstriped or dotted, but small dots, okay, not big dots. We can bring some in to show you when you come back in for your fitting. Yeah, okay. Right, so in terms of fabric, we're going to avoid polyester because that's just going to look cheap and it's not going to give you the image that you want. We're going to avoid silk and cashmere. They're going to be too luxurious and, well, they're not really appropriate for a business event. We want it to be classic, smart, but not like showing off, you know? I feel like silk and cashmere, they do kind of show off a certain element of decadence, which might be nice for parties, maybe even weddings, sort of, those kind of events, but if we're sticking to business, it's not a fashion show, is it? So we've got two choices I think are going to be sensible to you. We've got wool. Now, wool is going to be warm, but also breathable. And the thing is, it doesn't really need a lot of ironing, so it's going to stay wrinkle-free, which, especially if you're having to travel for your business conference, then you don't really want to be taking an iron with you. So that's the benefit of that. It does look formal. It's also quite soft to touch. It's just a really good option. However, you could also go for cotton, which is going to be a bit lighter. Cotton can sometimes run into the trouble of being a bit casual. I'd say go for a high thread count cotton, which is going to look smarter and sharper. So more of a slightly heavier cotton. But it's really up to you between those two. Go for the cotton. Okay, good. So we've got super dark navy blue with a white shirt, and we've got cotton, okay? Would you like any kind of pattern on the suit? I personally would steer away from it and stick with plain, but it is up to you. You're gonna stick with plain, okay? Good. And you've got smart shoes, I assume. Yeah, I'll let you take care of the shoes. Do you have a belt? Yeah, the belt you're wearing now is fine. Good. And we'll show you some ties when you come in for the fitting. Okay, so this is going to take about 3 to 4 working days to get this suit built for you, to get it made to your specifications. Okay, and then we will give you a call, invite you in, possibly at the weekend. Yeah, okay. And what you can do is you can try it on, see how you like it. If we need to make any adjustments, we can do, and we'll show you a few different options for ties. You happy with that? Perfect. Okay, so we will give you a call in a few days when it's done, and I'll see you again. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget, on your way out you can have a look at some of the basic range that we have, just to show you kind of how the colours look.